Hi guys, today what you're going to learn about is multiplying polynomials. One of our goals is to learn how to distribute our number outside the parentheses into everything and then multiply when you have more than one binomial. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this 2x squared and we're going to distribute it to everything inside the parentheses. And this is a trinomial because there's three terms, and you have to multiply this 2x squared to everything. Now what you do is you multiply the numbers in front. So 2 times 4, which is 8. You have x's. You have 2 here and you have 3 here. So all you have to do is add them together. So that's to the 5th. Okay, let's go to the next term. 2 times negative 5, which is negative 10. You have 2 x's here, 1 x here, so you have x to the 3rd. And lastly, 2 times 10, which is 20. And then you have x squared and nothing, so you just bring over your x squared. This is your new answer. Okay, so what we're going to do for the next one is we're going to take 4x and we're going to multiply it to everything inside the parentheses. You have 4 times negative 6, which gives you negative 24. And then x to the 1st times x to the 4th is x to the 5th. Remember, you add the exponents. Multiply the numbers, add the exponents. Okay, and then we're going to do 4 times 3, which is a positive 12. X to the 1st, x to the 2nd, that means you have 3 x's. The next one, 4 times negative 10, is negative 40. And then you have x to the 1st, which means you have 2 x's. And last but not least, 4 times 2 gives you 8. And we're just going to bring over the x that's on the outside. So this is the distributive property where you take every number on the outside and bring it into every term on the inside. The next thing we're going to do is multiply our following polynomials. We're going to do this by creating a Punnett square, and you've seen Punnett squares in science, so we're going to bring that into math. So we have two binomials, 1, 2, 1, 2, which means there's 2 terms in each. You're going to pick one to put it on top, x plus 3, and you're going to put the other one on the bottom. So what we're going to do here is multiply x times x, which gives you x squared, x times a positive 3, which is a positive 3x, x times 7, which is 7x, and 7 times 3, which is 21. At this point, we're going to write our answer starting with our highest exponent, which if it's a binomial, times a binomial, it'll always be in this top left corner. So we're going to have x squared. One thing we have to look at is to see if we have any like terms. And if you solve by the box, you'll always see that the diagonals have like terms. So 3x plus 7x is 10x. Okay, and then lastly, we have this number that just stands alone, which is 21. This here is your final answer. So let's try another one. So you have 2x minus 9, negative x plus 5. So always do your multiplication first. 2x times negative x is negative 2x squared. Negative x times negative 9 is a positive 9x. 2x times 5 is 10x. 5 times negative 9 is negative 45. Okay, so again, to write our answer, we start with our highest exponent, so negative 2x squared. We're going to add together our like terms, 9x and 10x, which is a positive 19x, and then write our number that stands alone, which is negative 45. Okay, let's do another one. X minus 4, x plus 4. If we multiply x times x, you get x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. X times positive 4 is positive 4x. And 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. To write our final answer, you start with your highest exponent. We add together our like terms, but a negative 4 plus a positive 4 actually cancels out. Those are gone. And then you get minus 16. So your final answer is x squared minus 16 because your middle term cancels out. When you have a binomial squared, what this really means is x minus 11 times x minus 11. So what we're going to do is still create our Punnett square, but you have x minus 11 on the top and x minus 11 on the bottom. You have two of the same thing. So we need to multiply to get x times x, which is x squared, and x times negative 11, which is negative 11x. X times negative 11, negative 11x. Negative 11 times negative 11 is a positive 121. Okay, so again, we start with our highest exponent. Unlike the problem we just did, our middle terms do not cancel out because they're both negative, so you have to add them together. So you'd get negative 22x plus 121. And that's your final answer. So let's try that again. Here it's squared, which means you have two of the same binomial. And we're going to go ahead and multiply. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 4 is negative 12x. 3x times negative 4, negative 12x. Negative 4 times negative 4 is a positive 16. So again, start with your highest exponent. Add together your like terms on the diagonal, which this is going to give you a negative 24x, and put your number that stands alone last. This is all you have to do to multiply. If you have any other questions, please go ahead and ask your teacher. Otherwise, move on to the in-class practice and do your quiz.